G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Guess what? It's resin day. Yay, it is. Right, I'm using this one, Platinum Ultra Clear Food Grade resin. 2:1. Although you guys know one's heavier, A's heavier than B. Now I've got my resin in here. It's been sitting in there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Let me just write this down. Okay. So I did, for this, I don't actually know how big this is. I did 275 grams of A and 118 grams of B. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pour some in there. I'll talk to you as I go along. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Some in there and some in there. And then in these little cups here, excuse my dirty scales, once they've had resin on them, they're never the same, are they? I'm going to put 30 grams in each, which is 1 ounce. So what I like to do is I like to wait until my resin gets to 40 degrees Celsius. And I take its little temperature with this. And then once it gets to 40 degrees, that's when I start my video and I start decanting. Oops, that's gone over. Not paying attention. Talking too much. Oh, now it dripped down the side. Yeah, so that's what I do, because the temperature in my room changes all the time. If it's winter or summer or morning or evening, it changes. So I thought, well, the only way to combat that is to actually take its temperature. And for me, that's 40 degrees. I've found works well. I am still experimenting with it, so don't hold me to that. But the last two that I did that worked really well, I waited till 40 degrees. Right, so there's my 3 little cups of resin. I'm going to have like a very pale gold, a copper, and a brown. Now I'm using my little Druzy insert that I make. These are on my eBay store, and it's only a thin little thing. I'm going to put that in the middle. Is that the middle? I hope that's the middle. Let's have a little look. 8.5, 9. Come down just a touch. I guess you don't have to be too precious about it, but 8.5. But you know, if you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability. Try your hardest. All right, push it down. Silicone likes to stick to silicone, so hopefully we won't get too much sort of run through underneath. Now, I still want to continue. I want to have equal amounts of these ish. So I'm going to pour half in now, which is one of these cups. And I got these little plastic containers on eBay, my go-to eBay, just so that I'm not using the cups, because they're quite tall and they're quite narrow. I just find that the resin goes off really fast in them. And I just wipe that out with the paper towel and then I can use it again. So I'll just put it over there for now. And then I can clean it out later. Right, so my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour that in there. Over the top. Hopefully that's enough to go to the edges. I may have to put a little bit more in. Maybe half wasn't such a good idea. Maybe 2/3, 1/3. Now I'm just going to divide that into the other cup because it's going to start getting hot. So I'm just going to put those there. Right, let's get a wriggle on. My colours. I am going to go with some brown pigment paste, and I'm going to put 2 drops in. If I can get 2 drops out. Alright, you gotta squeeze so hard. 2. See what that looks like. That's the Amore. The next one, I'm going to put in some gold, only because I don't have, whoops, oh my gosh, I think it needs to be shaken. It's really hard to shake a paste though. Okay, that's not really working. I'm getting some icky, oily stuff coming out. Hopefully it'll still work. And then this one is just going to be, I'm going to put some white in that one. This is the Cast and Craft white. If I can get it out. I'm struggling with getting these pastes out today. Come on, Cast and Craft. Oh my gosh, why won't you come out? Where's my other one? I have got another one somewhere. Put you in the naughty corner. All right, here we go. Actually, this is the one I normally use. 1, 2. Oh, you're big drops, you are. Big drops in that one. Now, I'm a bit worried about the gold, because when I stirred it, just this icky, oily stuff came out. Might need some more in there. I might just squeeze it over onto this side and wait for the oily stuff, I guess, that was on the top. Yep, that's better. It was on the top. So those have probably all had 3 drops in them, because the white was much bigger drop. So 2 big drops versus 3 little drops. And yeah, like I said, the first bit in this gold was just weird oily stuff that was sitting on top, so I squeezed it out onto my paper towel there next to me. Okay, so that's my paste. I'm going to put paste, I'm going to put mica powder, and I'm going to put alcohol ink into each of these. How are you guys doing? You're not getting too hot sitting over there? I'm going to wriggle on. Okay, and the brown. Okay, so into those now we're going to put, I'm using Arteza. This is chocolate brown. Oops. Might help if I actually get a new stick. I'm just going to have to do this. I'm going to take a little bit. There we go. That's the brown in with brown paste. And then I don't have, like I said, I don't have a copper pigment paste. I don't think I do. So a little bit of copper, oops, mica powder in with that one. And Gold Glow. It's a very pale gold, this one. There we go. So that's it. Now the alcohol ink. I'm using from Pinata. I have got Havana Brown. And let's do 2 drops of that. Actually, let's do 3. Let's do 3 because I did 3 drops of pigment paste. And then I've got a copper. Hopefully this will look a bit like copper. And then with the pale gold, I just want to put some white in. Basically you want it white with just a tinge of gold in it. So 3 drops of that. Okay, so those are my colours. Let's give those a stir. Let's see if we can get a pretty pale gold here. It's probably going to be more of a white, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I just wanted a very slight hint of gold. And make sure that it's opaque. We need it to be opaque, and I just need to make sure that this resin's gone into all the little, yep, it's gone in. Okay, now what time am I supposed to be piping? Supposed to be piping at 40 minutes, but things are getting thick, so we'll see. My 40 minutes is up in 10 minutes. So there we go, there's our lovely copper. And let's have a look at our brown. I thought these colours would go nicely together. Probably should have put the gold alcohol ink in instead of white, because it's, yeah, I can't really see much in the way of gold in that one. Never mind. Okay, now I've got my colours. Let's torch for some bubbles here. And of course there's something in there. And a hair. Oh my gosh, it's not even one of mine. It's not even a blonde hair. It's a dark hair. It's probably from a dog. It's probably Holly's hair. She's my black cavoodle. All right, now. Oh, gee, I don't know whether to wait a bit longer. Oh my gosh, this is the hard time. It's really hard knowing when to start. I should just wait. I thought I'll get everything ready. So these aren't getting too hot, which is nice. They're warm. How are these going? These feel a bit warmer. They're a bit deeper, but see, that's why I've divided them into the 2 cups there, so that they won't get too hot. Actually, you're getting quite hot. You're getting warmer. Oh my gosh. I think I might start. It's 20 degrees in the studio today, 20 degrees Celsius. So what I want to do is, see, it's quite thick. Yeah, let's just do this. I am going to pour from the cup. Just going to use the cup. So this is almost my 35-minute mark. I have done them at 35 minutes before and they've worked well. So I just don't want to wait until my resin's too thick. And then if it's too thick, the resin won't spread. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, oops, there's a little bit that's missed. Okay, I'm just going to pour thin rings around the outside here, if I can. Whee! Look at me go! Okay, there's that one. I probably don't even need all this. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. All right, and then the copper. I think if you get a little bit closer, see, you get, it doesn't do the wriggle. Get as close to the outside as I can. And then the white. I'll move those before I knock them over. Again, just sort of over the top. They can blend a little bit. Doesn't matter. And a little bit more. Don't want to get too close to the center. And we need a little bit more of the brown, don't we? Okay, it's looking good. See if I can get a tiny bit of the white just around the very outside. Oops, I went over the mold. I'll have to fix that. Doesn't do well when it sticks to the side of the mold. You've got to get it off. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be using all my colour. Yeah, if you see a bit that's stuck to the mold, just get it off. All right. So the next thing I want to do is move those out of the way. Now what I want to do is I want to pour the rest of the clear into the center and let it push out. Okay, because you know when I do my regular coasters, you pour your clear in at the end and it pushes all the resin to the outside. So I'm hoping it's going to do the same. This is getting quite hot. I don't know if it's going to, oh, here we go. Pour it in like that, all of it. Let it go to the outside, and then I'm hoping when it pulls back in, it's all gone to the outside. I'm hoping when it all pulls back in, it'll pull the colour with it. That's the plan. Anyway, that's the plan. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work or not, but that's the plan. So I don't think I'll put any more colour in. It does look as if all my colour's gone to the outside now, doesn't it? But, oh my gosh, hope it works. All right, let's torch. And that's for bubbles. And now I'm going to get my heat gun out on low, sitting under the table. I'm just going to put it on low. I'm just going to kind of heat the rings, kind of push them back in on a bit of an angle here with the heat gun. Just trying to push those rings back. I hope I didn't put too much white in and like push it too far out. I'm a bit worried now that it might not all go back again. I might have put too much in. Oh well, we'll just have to wait and see, hey? You get the general idea of what I was trying to achieve, so we'll see. Okay, that'll do. No more heating. Oops, pick up the cables. I've got cables falling down. All right, so now we just have to cross fingers. I'll try and pop some of these bubbles that are in my Druzy. They kind of get caught in there, in the little nooks and crannies. It won't make any difference because it's going to look like a crystal, so the bubbles will just add to the crystal-like look. You just have to make sure that you've got enough resin to cover your Druzy. All right, I'm going to get myself cleaned up here. I'll put you on pause. There's a bubble in there. I can feel the heat coming off this. Come on, bubble. Come up. Stuck down there. Doesn't want to come out. See, the resin's quite thick already, so it's little bubble does not want to come up and pop. Gotcha! I got him. Now, it's going to make sure that the resin's not touching. I don't like that little point that I've just made there. Make sure the resin's not the coloured resin's not touching the mold, otherwise your design may be a little bit lopsided because some of it will be stuck to the mold and some won't. So just try and loosen it from the mold, the white or whatever colour's touching. It's starting to work. Look how thick it's got. Look how wide it's got. It might, yeah, it might not make it all the way to the centre at this stage. Might not. I should stop playing with it, shouldn't I? I just don't want it stuck. Oh well. There we go. Tis what it is. I tried my best. That's all you can do. Is try your best. Isn't it? Okay. I didn't need all that colour. I've got a little bit, didn't use much of the brown. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's going to, you know, spread, how much it's going to spread. I don't know. Popping bubbles again. You can see a little bit of my Druzy poking through there. This side's obviously a little bit higher. I might have to make up a tiny bit of more resin and put it over the top. It's a tiny little bit, such a tiny little bit. I might be able to scrape a bit more out of my cups. All right, I'm going to come back in about an hour and we'll see what it's doing. All right, see you then. Hey guys, it's been about an hour. I don't think it's changed a lot. I was making up some resin for another project and I just poured a little bit over the top. You can probably see where it's been because, you know, the resin in here was quite thick by the time I did that. But anyway, I just wanted a tiny bit just to cover the Druzy. So that's it there. Look at that. It looks as if it's working. I just wish that, you know, it had closed up more. But I do have an idea. Not for this one because it's full. It's full. Let me see how full it is. Yeah, there's not much room left. It's pretty full. But I do have an idea for an upcoming one, or one soon anyway, for something that I want to try. So like, yeah, I'll put the video up anyway because I'm really interested to see what it's going to look like. And then I'll do this again. It's my first time trying this, so you know, I'll do it again and see if I can improve on my technique. I do know what I did wrong. I poured too much clear into the end and it just like pushed it all way too far. So next time I'm going to do my circles, my rings closer to the Druzy, and I'm not going to put as much clear in, and see if that works, but that'll be the next one. So keep your eyes open for that one, and I'll see you tomorrow for the unmolding of this sky, this gorgeousness. Hopefully it will be gorgeousness. All right, see you soon. Righto guys, I'm back. I don't think this has worked, but look, for my first attempt I made a few mistakes. It's still quite soft, but look, I'm just going to get it out and do it again and see if I can fix my errors, the errors of my ways, because I don't think it's spread properly. I think my resin was probably a little bit too hot. So there it is. Get rid of that. It looks weird, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. All right, let's have a look. Doesn't know what to focus on. Here we go, focus here. All right, so there we've got some layers, but it looks as if the colors kind of just dropped straight down. So it's pretty, but it hasn't bloomed. Let's get this out. Look, there's only a tiny little bit of overhang, not much at all. Overhang, overflow. Easy to get off. Just pull on it a little bit like that, or you could just snip it with your little cuticle cutters. But yeah, it doesn't take much to get it off. This last little bit. There we go. Okay, let's get the little Druzy insert out. I may actually still be able to mold it into a bowl because it's still soft. Oh, look at that! Wow! Well, hopefully something's worked. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Love it. It's out. I love it. Oh, look, there's a little tiny bit of overhang. Let me get that little bit. Didn't notice that before. Oh, look at that. Well, that worked. I love that. I wonder if I can turn it into a bowl. See, it's still really quite soft. Or maybe the other way. Actually, this is probably a better side, isn't it? Because this has actually worked. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can turn this into a bowl. This way. I wonder if I could. I wonder. I'm going to have to heat it again. Push. Oh, how about a bowl like that? A bowl like that shape. I might go and get a bowl, see if I can actually shape it onto something. Hang on one sec. So there's that bowl. I think for me to try and bend it like that is going to be really tricky. But if I do it like that, maybe easier. And there's a smaller one as well. My little metal bowl. So that's on the outside. I wonder if it'll let me. Let's see if I can heat it. Give it a go. No harm in trying, hey? Put it on high. Try not to heat the top. I'm just going to try and heat the sides. Because I do like it. It'd be a shame to waste it, hey? Is it softening yet? Never actually tried to bend something that was this hard. May have to put some tape and things onto it. It is moving though. Look at that. Wow. The side's softer because I'm standing on this side. Trying to heat that side as well. It's a shame it didn't really spread very much, hey? I have done it again though. I did another one about an hour after I did this one. I had some leftover resin. So I thought I'll give it another go. Maybe it doesn't want to. Maybe this way will be easier, hey? Because it doesn't want to stay pushed in. Oh my gosh. Get in there. How do you do this? Get in there. Oh gosh. It doesn't want to go. I might fight with it a little bit and then come back to you. I did it. I fought with it and I won. It worked out better this way. This little metal bowl was a bit small. And this, I've actually just got it sitting with just the edge over the top. Wasn't quite sure if I pushed it all the way down, I might never get it out. So yeah, it's just sitting like that. So it looks really nice, doesn't it? With the clear there, it actually looks quite nice. And then we've got the crystals in the center. So upside down, the crystals are on the other side. But I do prefer this here on the inside. So yeah, I mean, you can still see the crystal effect. It's just not as crystally as looking at it from the other side. But yeah, I've got another one on the go. So I'll unmold this one tomorrow and then I'll show you the other one as well. So yay, at least I didn't waste it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for the unmolding. Right, It's the next day. It's set. Oh, it comes out nice and easily. I'm always worried that they're going to stick to the bowl. Oh, there we go. Look, a lovely bowl. I know it's not exactly what I had in mind, but look, if you're going to go to all the trouble of making something and using all the resin and you're wasting your time and everything if you don't use it, like, try and make the best of it, I guess. Let's have a little close-up here of what it's done. So yeah, like I said before, I wasn't quite sure why it's done that. It's probably because I piped it 35 minutes instead of 40 minutes, so my resin wasn't thick enough to support all this coloured resin, and maybe also because the clear pushed it all to one side, to the edges, making it even more heavy. I don't know. Look at the back. I love that. Look how shimmery it is. It looks like real crystals, doesn't it? Get a really pretty effect. So there we go. That's my bowl. We should have a look at the inside, shouldn't we? We've done the outside. Let's have a look at the inside. We'll get rid of that glare a little bit. It's very annoying from the light. I was hoping it would work. It looked as if it was going to work. But, yep, never mind. I'll keep trying. I'll do another one. I did another one after this one, like I said, and it's pretty much the same. It didn't really work as well, so I'll have to try again for a third one. But look at this. Look how the white has spread. Like, it's done really nicely. So maybe it's just because I poured that clear into the center and pushed it all. What do you guys reckon? Those of you that do this a lot, these 3D blooms or flowers, what do you reckon? Because the top's really pretty. So there we go. There's my bowl. I actually really like it the way it is. Not what I wanted, but it's still really pretty. So there it is. I'll take it outside and set it up for a little photo shoot. All right. Stay watching for the next few, and I'm sure I'll be able to get on top of this. It has to work eventually, doesn't it? I'll keep trying until I get it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.